And my foot was just like dangling.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Yeah! Hey, lady!
You don't have OCD.
You forgot your spaghetti!
You have ODCD. Okay, thank you. I didn't know my psychiatrist was on here. I'm actually starving. That should be my middle name. Amberlynn Hungry Reid. I don't know. I just feel so disconnected. She was like, "You're healthy, but you are obese."
Hello? Is anyone home?
So before we even get into tonight's lol cow bus, we need to rewind for a second, because this all started with something Roxy caught over the weekend. During a call on Boogie's gaming stream, Scooter casually admits that this whole Amber situation was being planned days in advance.
Well, this right here has crossed the line. Team, what you did today regarding Beck, you've seen all the comments of everybody telling you to leave them alone. They're fighting for their life. They just got out of the hospital. And for Scooter to go and make a goal, for her to go up there, there's a little snippet at the end here that your boy Scooter and Gidgy literally leaked on a live stream. People were telling you, look at these comments. Leave her alone. She's sick. Leave them alone. I'm sorry. They're sick. And what'd you do? What did Scooter do? Congratulations, Scooter. You leaked your script. And I'm going to fucking show it. I'm sick of this shit.
I heard you lost everything tonight, mother.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Really believe that?
You think Bus is watchable without Amberlynn Reid?
You really think she quit?
Clearly. You understand she was never going to make it a month. You understand she was never going to make it a month.
You have that little faith in me?
In you? No, in her.
Yeah.
Boogie, come on, we've been working this shit for 3 days.
This was my storyline. She's in on it.
Story? What are you talking about on live? What are you talking about?
What happened on live?
I'm live right now. Oh my God, you're a piece of shit.
That one moment flipped the mood for a lot of people. Because if this was planned, if the arguing over Beck, the tension, and the quitting was coordinated, then dragging Beck into it stops being messy drama and starts looking intentional. People aren't mad just because Beck's name came up. People are mad because Beck is sick, and yet their situation was still used to drive donations. While Beck was being brought up on stream, the chat was pushing toward an interview Beck goal, and they hit it. $20, $50 donations. And almost immediately after that, Beck had to come out and say this. No interview, no involvement, not now, not ever. Well, Scooter went on lolcow live tonight to explain it all away, saying he only said what he said to protect Amber from reaction channels, and that it wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I saw you poorly sweep for this mother. They set it up, and you know how I know it's real? Do you know how I know it's real? Gidgy's dumb going, and saying she even knew about it. That means her and Scooter have been running Bus from the background. All the Amberlynn Reid shit is fake. They're bleeding the fucking people for donos over shit that's not real.
That doesn't seem
This is the biggest grift. This is my storyline. What the does that mean, Scoot?
Scooter, tell him the truth.
You want to know the honest to God truth? I know people like Boogie and all the reaction channels were going to give her so much goddamn shit for quitting. So I'm trying to cover for her for that.
See?
Because since day one, since Boogie has been saying, oh, she won't last a day, she won't make it to the first show, she won't make it past the first week. So yeah, as a friend, as Amberlynn's friend, yeah, I was trying to defend her a little bit. I'll say that. Here's what I will say.
Bullshit.
Amberlynn Reid's here, and that's all I give a fuck about. She's gonna be here tonight. She'll be here tomorrow. She'll be here Friday. She'll be here February. She'll be here at Fat Camp.
You didn't know Boogie was live. You got caught with your pants down, and your mama had her pants down.
Go rewind the bus stream where literally 10 minutes before I go up there, Keem says, oh God, Boogie's live on the gaming channel. I've got 10,000 things to do. I knew Boogie was live.
And on top of that, consider this. Scooter, I've never called you on Discord before, and I've certainly never done it in host mode where I'm like using my YouTube voice. I always call you on your phone number.
No, like you can hear that I'm using my YouTuber voice, the same voice I use here. You want to hear my whiny voice? It's like, oh, Boogie, what's going on? What's going on, Boogie? What's up?
So you got
at the end of the day,
you got caught. You had time. You had time to prepare a strategic counterbalance to what happened, and you said, hey, if people see that all of this is bullshit, they're going to be really mad at me and Amberlynn Reid. So I got to come up with some crazy bullshit story.
No, Amberlynn Reid's quitting with no. It was a fucking script. She intended to quit, or she didn't fucking quit. It was a script.
Scooters.
Look, so you're admitting it.
Here's the reality of the matter. Here's the reality of the matter. Amberlynn Reid has been here for 18 days. You wanna know how many times she's tried to quit in those 18 days? Probably 12 times. She knows the LCU is good for her. She knows she wants to be here. That's why day after day after day she comes back.
Well, she's not going to quit when you tell her behind the scenes, hey, we're going to get everybody upset and you're going to get emotional and then you're going to quit. And then we're going to soak up all these donos and then who cares? You're coming back tomorrow.
I wish that was the reality because, dude, like she quits every single day. I really wish that was the reality.
Am I losing my mind? You're sweeping, he's sweeping, you're sweeping.
I would never sweep.
People are gonna know that Scooter and Amberlynn Reid don't actually give a
offense.
It's all behind the scenes, fancy magic. You guys, the curtain has been lifted by Scooter and Gidgey's dumbass mouth.
Scooter, you also dragged Beck into this nonsense for hate donos. You scammed the fans out of $20 donos for an interview you will never have. Beck wants nothing to do with it.
We're going to cover their community post on Bus tonight. And look, here's the deal. On Friday, I said, I'm going to try to set up this interview. I made no promises because look, here's the reality. Beck's going through some serious shit right now. I knew that there was a real chance they may not be able to make it onto a stream, but I put it out there. Unfortunately, I'm going to respect their wishes.
With all that in mind, let's get into tonight's Bus.
Me and Snowflake, we like to coordinate our outfits. All right, what's up, everybody? He did say for $2 I can slide into his Patreon and slide into those DMs, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
What are you guys gonna do? Sext each other?
Let's just go ahead and get right into it. Amberlynn Reid is here. She's back. Or
I am.
Never left. It depending
back in all her glory.
Depending on whatever narrative you want to run with. Now, there was a, some would call it a mishap, where right after the stream last week, I got on the phone with Boogie. Now, I knew he was live. I knew he was live. Amberlynn Reid is a self-proclaimed quitter. You even said that on Friday. Usually after each show, we either got to get me or Keem or Mike or somebody, you know, just saying, look, it's all right, we got your back, everything's gonna be okay, stick with it, and guess what? She stuck with it to this point.
Not as creepy as paying for Alexis to get Geordie's info and then you calling him mum.
So first of all, I didn't pay Alexis to do shit. Alexis did that on her own free will, and that had nothing to do with me at all. But again, good way to spin the narrative as usual.
I mean, he says that he got your mom's information from someone else doing it on their own.
Per usual.
Every time that she has quit to this point, the reaction channels go a little nuts. You know, they're like, oh, she quit. I tried and failed to sweep for her quitting. It is what it is. I wish I could have done better because, you know, here's the deal. Amberlynn is my friend, and I know that shit gets to her because, look, I got to see the fucking message, which is like, dude, the channels, it's getting to me, and I wanted to stop that. It happened anyways. All the reaction channels, Snowflake included, said, oh, she quit, all this. So, look, it didn't work out. Well, we're going to get into the Beck stuff in just a little bit. Don't you worry.
Beck has speaked whatever they've wanted to speak. They've told truths, they've told lies, they've told exaggerations. I have stood 10 toes down on that. I've admitted to things I have not wanted to admit to, and I've also been like, whoa, that's a lie, but you guys only want to believe those who are against me, so fuck all of you. I'm just really fucking annoyed with people saying scammer and scripted and stupid bullshit like that. It's really starting to piss me off. You guys constantly call me lazy, say I can't do this, can't do that. You really think that behind the scenes I'm gonna have a whole script? I'm too fucking lazy for that. And it's not a scam to create a goal to be like, if we reach this goal, we're gonna ask Beck to come do an interview. That's not a fucking scam.
Okay,
like,
I want to say,
we're in a definition, bro.
You were trying to make a goal to where if Beck did come on, she would have some money to look forward to. And, and we wouldn't even necessarily have to have Amber on the screen or anything.
Look, I can't promise anybody's ever gonna come on the stream, and I made that pretty clear Friday. I would reach out. Look, I have not personally talked to Beck. She, you know, you guys thought I did. I haven't personally talked to Beck. I don't even know how to reach out to Beck.
Why wasn't that read out loud? Can someone please read that out loud? That's
you, Sweet Tea.
Beck can go get a job. She's lazy grifter. Cry harder, ALL haters.
My offer still stands to Beck. If they wanted to come on stream, I would happily give them my cut of the money for both. I wish that I could have gotten them onto the panel for an interview because I think it would have been good to hear their side of it. But I mean, I guess let's just get into the
you know, I'm not surprised that they say no. Genuinely, they know I'm telling the truth, especially like regarding the finances. Like, I've never denied pretty much anything else that they've said, like the exaggerations on like setting the timer and this and that, like we all know that's not true. Like, yeah, I was, you know, emotionally, probably mentally abused. I hate that word more than anything. I wasn't a good girlfriend, but neither of us were. It just sucks that like I'm able to admit that and they're not. If Beck ever did come on here, okay, I'm in full support. Was it shocking to me to hear the last live stream? Yeah, because like I said, that was not planned. So for it to come out of nowhere, it pissed me off.
They're acting like repetition equals credibility, and Amber is trying to sell this so hard it's actually uncomfortable to watch.
You're starting to take accountability for some of this stuff, and that's the important thing. Like, I've seen this, and I've kind of felt this a little bit, Sweet Tea. I feel like you kind of just go with whatever Amberlynn says.
Well, yesterday, or whenever we did that episode, I was saying, you know, she's sick. I don't know if she would want to do this. Is it even nice for us to fucking do it? But afterwards, I was thinking on it, and, you know, if she did need the money, it would be a good way for her to get the money, and for maybe them to make amends with each other.
No, it isn't that you are right. They are extremely unwell and you can't accept that you was in the wrong to the extremely controlling way you are. I just wish Sweet Tea and Scooter actually could see what that pig emoji is like.
I'm just annoyed because this person's like, you can't accept that you were in the wrong of how controlling you are. How many times have I taken accountability for that? That just goes to show that no matter what I say, people aren't listening, period. Where I lacked, they didn't. Where they lacked, I didn't. And I feel like our relationship was very even. When is this going to be done? Like, how many more ways do I have to take accountability and talk about this? Like, it's exhausting.
I'll be honest, the only thing that I stand with an issue on is the fact that you didn't take accountability for there being some financial abuse. Because having heard...
Because there wasn't any. Were you in the relationship?
No, but based off of everything I've heard...
Then you don't know, so just shut the f*** up about it. Like, genuinely.
What makes you think it was financial abuse?
Well, Sweet Tea, you talked about how difficult it would be to split the account, right? There was no split of the account. Beck was given $100 for a U-Haul. Like, that's what it came down to. And
I'm actually done talking about this.
And here we are again. Scooter brings up the financial abuse toward Beck, again, and the second it gets uncomfortable, Amber shuts it down and the conversation just ends. At this point, I don't even know how seriously the audience is supposed to take him, because when you start the night with receipts, but we already know this was being planned behind the scenes, any pushback loses its weight. Accountability doesn't mean anything if it disappears the moment Amber says she's done talking.
As a nurse, I've found it's really common to see controlling behavior from bedbound patients. It's hard when you depend on someone to help you with everything. Of course you're going to want them back ASAP when they leave.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
But I'm able to also see the side of like, that probably sucked for Beck hardcore. And these are real tears, so all of you for constantly saying I'm acting, bro. Like, I'm so sick of it.
Look,
that's really big of you to say that, honestly.
Beck says they have no interest. They haven't even been following what's happening here. They have no interest in being a part of it. She may try to quit 5 times a week, but she comes back day after day after day. When her channel gets remonetized, a year from now, when she's getting her lolcow chain, she's gonna be able to tell everybody, "F you, I proved you wrong." I feel like me and Amberlynn are in a good spot at this point, where she knows I'm on her side. I'm gonna be a friend. I'm gonna hold her accountable. But
is anyone gonna talk about how you spilled the tea on Boogie's live? She ain't quitting. Been working on it for 3 days. Amber, you are manipulative and a general disappointment to your fans.
You're right, she's not quitting.
He was trying to stick up for me and it flopped hard.
You don't like anyone who calls you out on your messed up history. Cat Killer Reid, learn to roll with the punches, you'll be fine.
See,
bitch, you wouldn't like it either if over and over and over and over and over it happened to you too. I know for a fact, just based on that one super chat, that you've also made a lot of mistakes in your life as well. And you've also done some shit person type of deal type of stuff. You'd hate it too, so fuck off. Like, Sweet Tea's doing her best. Like she's literally choosing her own thoughts and opinions while thousands and thousands and thousands of people are telling her to think the opposite of that. That just goes to show how strong Sweet Tea is as a person.
No, that's not what this is. This looks like good cop, bad cop. Scooter pushes, Sweet Tea softens it, and Amber gets defended either way.
The only thing about Amber that will ever grow is her diseased and enlarged heart.
Well, according to doctors in the test that I've received, my heart isn't enlarged or diseased, so you can fuck off.
My liver's enlarged.
Yeah, Steak, if you're watching, which I bet you are, you're a scammer, you're a scammer.
And at least we put in parentheses that the money would go to her if she comes on. And
we
the
said
offer's still open.
And we said that
Forever.
the goal was literally to ask them to be on an interview. I have not scammed a single time, okay?
Kyoko,
I don't
welcome
have
to
bed bugs, bitch. Like, go, ooh. You want me to show
There
you
we
a
go.
washcloth lint? I'll show you a washcloth lint next time I go to the bathroom.
Oh, God. Amberlynn.
She's way too defensive for something that never happened.
People say that you put the washcloth on the side of the sink and then wipe your butt
I
on the
don't
sink.
understand
How
because
is
my
that
butt
possible?
Exactly, because my butt is so big. How would that even be like?
How would the sink hold it without the rag falling down? She used the rags during her hysterectomy.
I get that. No, yeah, and like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I'm just,
So me and Beck, we lived with roommates who were like our best friends at the time, and Eric supposedly had his mom's like vintage rags that I used to like wipe my butt supposedly.
So
and Beck
made them
Beck
vintage?
lied and said that Beck had to scrub them all by hand. That is the biggest bullshit lie I've ever heard in my life. But
So for context, Amber has been insisting she's never watched Shrek. People donated, sent clips, pulled receipts, and she still denied it. Now listen to this.
we're still doing the Shrek thing. I'm going to be Fiona because genuinely I relate to Fiona because I feel like, when she turns back into the ogre, it's like she finally accepts herself and she realizes that she's beautiful regardless. Fuck everyone else.
Did you watch it over the weekend?
No, why?
Well, like last week you were saying that you've never seen it and you didn't know what it was.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say you never seen it?
Me and my ex, we watched it a lot, like 300 times.
What?
Okay.
So you do know what Shrek is? Like you've seen Shrek?
She said
Yeah. I'm so confused. I've been saying I wanted to be Fiona from the beginning.
Do you not remember me playing like that Zachary clip where like you were talking about Shrek? I'm like, so you do know what Shrek is because Feline had watched it 300 times. And you're like, no, I never watched it with her.
You wanted to play the detractor stuff. I'm fully aware. Can we just like move on from it?
Okay.
I mean, I would do that too if Scooter was pushing me too much. Maybe she just put a brick wall up.
What? So you confirmed this then, Sweet Tea? She did say that she didn't know what fucking Shrek was.
I thought I remembered that, but I mean, I could be wrong.
It's the BPD MK Ultra. Thank you, baby love. That could be it, the BPD.
And this right here is why nobody believes a word of this. Scooter already slipped and admitted this was an act, and then you get this level of bad acting on top of it. Watching them pretend to be confused here is actually painful. Nobody is confused, the audience isn't confused, y'all suck at acting. You can't spend the entire stream insisting this is real, then do this.
I would love for Beck to come on here with me. No yelling, no cursing, and maybe we can leave it to feeling lighter and better. I was with them for almost 5 years. Obviously, there's some feeling inside of me of like, I feel bad that they are so torn up because of our relationship. Behind the scenes, when I found out they were sick a long while ago, I messaged them. So it's not like I'm this horrible person. So
there is a myriad of evidence of you saying you haven't seen Shrek. You backtrack the story, then change the subject. This is embarrassing. Just admit you were caught in a lie.
I'm so very sorry for lying about Shrek.
Well, you
did!
No, she's taking a. It's fine. I'm taking the win. I'm not getting hung up on it. It's fine.
I lied about not knowing who Shrek was.
And this is why nobody believes the rest of it.
Justice for ALR's bedbugs. I'm gonna shove one of the bedbugs up your nose and then goes in your brain and creates a little family.
Dude, you're gonna the bedbug? That's
yeah. Leave the animals alone, Amber.
If you guys watch the Trisha Paytas podcast, Trisha on every fucking show says all she ever does is lie because it's fun. And everyone's like, yes, we bow down to Trisha. But if Amberlynn Reid lies about Shrek, Amberlynn's evil.
People don't praise Trisha for lying, they drag her for it, constantly. Lying isn't a personality trait, and it doesn't become acceptable because someone else does it. The problem here isn't one lie, there's a pattern, and when that pattern gets called out, she gets loud instead of honest. Just like in this next clip.
I don't have scars on my face. I have it all over my body though because of excoriation, but that's a different story. I don't have bed bugs. Holy f***, my house is probably cleaner than yours times 12. So shut the fuck up, you stupid uno dos tres bullshit. You probably don't even know how to count.
Why do people think you have bed bugs? Are they just trying to be mean?
Because I have excoriation.
What's
I
that?
pick my skin.
Oh yeah. Is it because it's like stretching and itching or?
No, so my kitten scratches me and then I pick it. I've had it ever since I was a little girl. My dad did the same thing. The exact same thing.
Look at this. Look at this. Wait. Dude, that's a roach. It's a roach.
Okay, yeah, it's a roach.
It is.
When it's on my skin and zoom in, it's an earwig.
Why's it got a fat butt then?
I've never had a cockroach on my body. Do you think the earth is flat? I'm not Cockroach Lynn.
Dude, you're Roach Lynn. That is a roach.
I don't have fetal alcohol syndrome. Holy shit.
I do. Like, dude, I struggle with even... There's another bug video? Is there?
Yeah, I was eating seafood boil and there was a gnat and like right here chilling.
A gnat?
It was a fruit fly gnat.
And people confuse the fruit fly with the cockroach?
Some people call this intuitive eating. That's not really where I'm at with that because a lot of people look down on intuitive eating because... Yeah! A literal pincher bug just was on me. Where the f did that come from? I'm heartbroken for like what could have been and that's sad. What? That's a lie. There's not a bug in my hair. Why would there be? You got me all f***ed up now.
Karina Carboom called you a stalker in her latest video, upside down face emoji.
What am I stalking? Besides my kitchen?
Yeah,
I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary. Like, there are girls outside right now that are taking selfies in front of a rock wall. This is my life, and I do what I want.